drinking of.
Yeah.
This is a totally different Candid Conversation. This episode is about mud. So this episode requires booze.
A
lot of bottles
Yes.
of booze. Because I'm pretty sure we're all freaking over it.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. So much.
Yeah. The mud. The mud.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
So for all of our friends that couldn't be with us today because they're up to their eyeballs in mud, cheers.
Cheers.
I was happy that the rain at least stopped enough today for it to get nice out.
Mhm.
Yes.
Mhm.
So thankful for that.
Yeah.
It was so foggy.
Oh my god, it was eerie.
It was. I couldn't see my horses in the pasture.
Yeah.
Almost spooky.
Totally. Yeah,
It was
right?
really creepy.
It's
Yeah.
almost like rain. Just
And it
there.
stayed for a long
Yeah.
time.
I know. What was it? 10:30, 11?
Yeah,
Before it even
before
burned
it burned
off.
off.
So great. It was really crazy.
Yep.
I
You
was
get a
not-
taste of the humidity that's coming.
I know. I'm ready to stop
No.
complaining about the mud. I'm ready to start complaining about the bugs and the humidity.
Love it.
I
Yes.
honestly, I don't know which one I hate worse.
Bugs.
But
I think I do
Mud.
hate bugs.
I hate bugs worse.
I do too.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
hate
like
bugs
to be
worse.
hot. Like, so
I
this
don't
time
like
of
to be hot.
year, it's perfect as far
Temperature-wise.
as temperature, not
Yes.
the mud.
Right.
Yes. Yeah.
The
I will
mud.
say mud with ice on it is usually really bad.
Yes.
I-
Scary injury-wise.
Yes. Slip fall into, of course, the deep mud where your boots are left behind.
Well, and we were talking, you
I
know,
had that
suspensory
yesterday. Yeah, that's
injury
it.
or something with the horse when
Yeah.
it's super deep. Like,
Oh, yeah.
What do you do with them? You gotta just keep them in
And
their
it destroys
stalls.
your.
oh, well, a lot of people do.
Yeah. You don't
I
have a choice
don't.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
But
No.
you have good drainage.
Well,
Oh.
I have good drainage because I worked really hard
Uh-huh.
at the drainage, you know?
Pay
So
attention and
if the year gets a little better, well,
Yeah.
you shut up. You're like, you have no mud. What are you talking about? What kind of mud? I just have less
Like, we should have
mud.
did this at my house.
What we talked about when we first started talking about doing a mud episode, we talked about doing it in the muddiest part of our muddiest pasture. And I
Uh-huh.
thought, I can't.
you have to look at that.
terrible.
Yeah.
It's
It
gross.
is gross. And
I'm
it's
over
smelling
it.
and there's poop in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is true.
Algae.
Yeah.
Like, what is that?
Yeah.
Why?
It's gross.
I
You look on your face, you.
I know.
Yeah.
And my
They
horses
pee
feel
in
like
it,
they're
yeah.
running through it. So
Yeah.
their-
And then they
their
roll in it.
bellies
Yes.
and everything
Totally.
are.
yeah.
It's like playtime.
And they look like your cows as far as hair goes.
Yeah.
So it just is
It's
everywhere.
there. They work really hard at that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I groomed Cow's fur. He looked so pretty, and then I let him out, and he goes and starts rolling in the
Oh, yeah.
ladies'
Right.
cart.
Well, because he worked really hard on that mud mask, and you just took it away. Like, you're so mean.
Poop and mud.
What about Andrea with her white horse?
Oh,
I mean,
no.
technically gray, but you feel that.
I was gonna say my brown horse clean.
Yeah.
My green horse and my gray horse.
Totally.
Not
No.
pretty. Not pretty.
No. I told Mark.
And my gray
never
horse
again.
is the prettiest thing in the world. I'm
Right.
like, what is going on?
So will she roll?
Yeah, mud doesn't
Oh,
fit in.
yeah. Like the moment you turn her out, she finds the grossest thing ever, and just both sides, her head,
Oh, yeah. In
like the middle
eyelashes.
of her forehead.
You wonder how they do that.
Yeah.
Do you stab it in your head?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
I mean,
probably.
And typically the smell of a horse is like perfume to my nose.
Oh, yeah.
But right now, it's like
that's
it's a choke of manure, straightening.
Now, what do you two, like, I know you both have facilities, of course we know, because we work here.
Right, yeah.
But, and we know you work really hard on eliminating the mud or minimizing, but what are the techniques or things that you've learned over the years that works well?
You mean as far as keeping the mud at bay?
Yeah.
What we're just talking about. Rock.
Yeah.
A lot of rock.
Okay.
And not the blingy kind.
And I think too, like, it takes a little time when you move somewhere to figure out
Uh-huh.
where your issues are.
Yes.
And it changes. Like, so for us, we were talking about earlier, we have a section that is woods, and it's always been a little wet.
Mhm.
But over the course of time, it's eroded and it's worse. And so as soon as it's dry, it's getting rough.
Yeah.
But it's way worse this year than probably previous. Like, I almost lost my boot yesterday.
Which means face plant into.
Totally.
Of course, I was leading a horse, and
Of
then I got
course.
mud like all over the side of me, and the boot. I was like, oh my. We
I've
saved
lost
it,
a
it
boot
worked out.
while leading a horse,
Yeah.
and then it's like boot, horse,
Oh, it's
which
Which is more
you
important?
leave the boot.
Yeah.
You keep the horse, and then you're in your sock, which is also not good. What do you do?
Yeah. My horse looked at me like, well, that sucks.
Yeah.
Drink.
Right. And then wonder, is it bugs or mud that's worse?
Yes.
Yeah.
Still bugs.
I
Yeah.
hate the bugs. I was thinking about that today.
Yeah.
I was thinking, like, oh wow, there's no bugs out and it's such a nice day. And I was like, well,
They'll be here soon.
I've seen mosquitoes.
I was just going to say
Already.
that. Well, because it's so wet.
It is.
Right?
It is.
Everywhere's a mud
Yes,
puddle. Every
yes.
hoof print is standing water because there's a little breeding ground for mosquitoes.
Yeah.
It's gross.
This is the first year I've actually thought about, do we need to like treat for mosquitoes proactively?
I know. Yeah.
Do you?
I have not in the past.
I've never done it.
I've never had them this early.
Yeah.
Though.
Yeah.
So we haven't had a really cold winter.
Right.
So I think like the bugs are probably
They're
gonna be
coming.
pretty bad.
Even when we had a cold winter, I feel like they still never went away as much as I thought that they would.
Yeah.
You know?
I would agree. I mean, we don't really have a long period of cold, like
Right.
real cold
Yeah.
here ever. So when you don't have any, I think it's probably going to be worse.
Yep. We have fly predators on the way already.
Yep.
But I think we're going to look into something. I don't even know what you do for mosquitoes, other than like your traditional like spray fog
Yeah.
that a company would do. But is that safe for the horses? If
Right.
it's not, guess what?
Yeah.
What's
I
it
don't
do to
know.
other bugs like
Right.
pollinators?
You can
Or
put
us.
you can put in bat houses.
That's a great
Yeah,
idea.
we have a lot of bats around here.
That's
I
a
do
great
like
idea.
that. We should do that.
Yes, because that's
Because
talk about a
they eat
natural.
other bugs
Yeah.
too, not just mosquitoes, but
Is there anything about bat poop that's bad for horses?
I don't think so. I can look into it, but really the only thing that would be dangerous is if like a bat bit a horse, which
Right.
doesn't happen.
Sure.
Right.
Except for vampire bats, which I don't even think vampire bats live here.
Okay. So bats.
That's a great
We can do
idea.
that.
And they're
I
so
love
cute
bats.
and so much
I
fun.
love
You can
them.
watch them swoop
Well, they do
through.
swoop
I
around.
love it.
That's
We used to take tennis balls and watch them come swooping in.
Really?
Thinking they were a big target. Yeah, oh yeah. And they figure out at the last minute it wasn't something.
Not in the
That's right. Not I can
Doesn't
eat
look
it.
at that.
That's right. Country fun. You grow up in the country.
Okay. Sounds like a drinking game to me, but whatever.
Bring the tennis balls. We've got the bats. And that'll take care of them.
Yep.
It's natural. And, yeah.
And we probably need to get on that because
Mhm.
I mean, our horses are shedding. Spring is coming,
Oh, yeah.
which I'm so happy about, and it's about to be lighter later.
Yes. It
So
already
It's
is.
gonna be so nice. I can come right after work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Well, you
Yeah.
did put lights out.
I did put lights in the arena. Yes.
Yes.
That's
So we do have
nice.
lights in the
I
arena.
want more.
This year was a bit of
I think that's the general theme with horse. Like you want
More.
rock,
Right,
you want
more rock, more
More
horses.
horses.
Yes.
more footing.
More
Not,
tack.
not more
More
mud.
tack.
No more mud, no more bugs,
bugs.
more sun,
Yeah.
Mhm.
more
But not
trees.
too much.
Not too much.
Well,
Yeah,
just right.
right.
We want it to be Goldilocks. We want it to be right.
Somewhere between 65 and 75. Slightly breezy, nicely sunny. Maybe a
Oh,
little
today
bit
was
cloud.
perfect.
Today was awesome.
Mm.
Yeah, it was
Nice.
nice.
Very nice.
The wind.
We moved cows today, so we were up to our calves. Maybe
In places, yeah.
ankles and calves.
Wow.
Truck got stuck. Trailer got stuck.
They need rock.
I know.
Moira jumped.
I know. Oh yeah, Moira.
She
Mark
jumped.
was taking down the fences 2-paneled, and he took down the first one and was taking down the second one. She couldn't wait. She cleared it. I went,
She is.
eventing cow. She's
She's
some
ready to
kind of.
go. She's
They were
ready.
ahead of
She needs a saddle.
Honestly.
I've seen people ride cows.
Yes.
Oh, so have I.
Yeah.
That was my plan with.
There's one
Riesling.
that's on Facebook
I know.
or
it's-
Yes,
TikTok.
yes.
Maybe. I can't keep up.
She
with all.
didn't. She couldn't get a horse, so she made her cow a riding cow.
Look out in
Yes.
Germany.
And he wears
Yes.
like blankets and everything.
Yes.
He's so cute. Yeah.
So perfect.
Yeah, it is.
And then
You
there's
can
the
ride one of those, I
dressage
feel confident.
bowl.
And we
Yes.
have like the little miniature English saddle and the little girth and all that. I'm like, I'm just going to start training
You
that.
should.
Why
Now's
not?
the time.
You
Yeah.
should.
With,
She wants to
with
jump.
all that time, extra
On my
time
free
you
time.
have.
I know.
That's true, that's right.
That's
Fit
the
it in there,
problem.
Amy. Yeah.
Hey, if I can make time to drink with my friends and bitch about the mud, I can make time to saddle my cow.
It's a great time
Right.
to do it because if you fall off, you land in soft mud.
Correct.
There you go.
There you
That's
go.
See, that's where, that's
And it makes for a great
positive.
video. Let's face it, I'm all about a great video, making myself look like an ass.
Absolutely.
I had mud all over me. Mark kept going, you have right here. And
She
a
was
little,
like, it's like a,
You did,
your ode
yeah.
to Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah, right.
Almost.
But he
So see,
told
that's
you
a skin
after
treatment.
everything was all done.
Yes,
So,
right.
because he knew you probably
I was in the
needed a
zone.
little bit more.
Yeah.
So
Well,
let's just wait,
Yep.
and then we'll clean it all.
And then we'll get
the
the mud and probably cow shit off of my face.
Yeah. Yeah, we won't speculate.
New skin treatment.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That could be.
What if
It
it
could
could
be.
be? You probably could. You market
People
it.
would buy it.
You bet.
know.
People
Right?
would buy anything.
Yep.
And you should
She
give it like a
said
fun
it's
name like bat shit or something.
Right,
Yes.
exactly. Exactly.
See the wheels spinning.
That's right.
Hey.
The Highland glow.
Most people.
There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see?
yeah, I like
There you
that.
go.
Like that. Yeah, forget selling manure by the scoop. I'm going to sell Highland manure.
Yeah,
That's
like
right.
special.
In a bottle.
Special.
In a
Every
bottle.
2 ounces is
We might have
$55.
to. Yes.
You're
I'm going to get that new fence made in no time. yet.
Well, I have
Check
rose
back for
petals.
the link to that. No.
Where are you gonna get your fence?
We've got a fence in the pasture behind my house. I should have done that before the price of lumber went up.
Oh, man, yeah.
Yeah, not excited
Wow.
about that.
Well, at least the price of rock hasn't gone up.
Yet.
Yeah.
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 I'm worried about the price of fuel to get the rock here.
Oh, yes.
I've already got, so as soon as it's dry enough, our mare pasture is getting scraped and rocked. A driveway's going in over here in this pasture, and then I have one more little thing to tweak in that lower pasture that was like the extreme makeover that we did. I
That was
mean,
huge.
to combat the mud, and we timed that well though.
Yes.
Because we did it before it got gross out there.
Right.
But it used to be a sloping
Yep.
hill that started getting like the grooves in it
Yeah.
from the runoff.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes, yeah.
And so we terraced it off. So it was like the top, the middle, the bottom, and I actually think we should put in one more. And we put rock down.
Okay.
We put French drains in. So all of the water goes to the French drain, goes underneath and goes away.
That's nice, yeah.
And then actually blocked off what we call the dining room because we feed in herds. You've seen how we feed.
Yes.
So everybody's got their spot, everybody lines up. Well, they can't just go in there and roll because it's screenings, just like our arena, right? So I don't want them messing that up. I worked really hard on it. So they come in, they eat their dinner, they go away when they're not flipping me off and rolling anyway. But for the most part, I try to keep them out of there. But it's worked really well. Like all of our water kind of goes where it's supposed to go, and
That's
we
great.
don't have a lot of mud in there.
No,
You know,
It's really good.
a couple more
I
spots.
don't have any experience with the new like geo fabric. Have
That
you
light
seen?
hoof?
Yeah.
So the light hoof stuff, I have not. We looked into it for that pasture.
Okay.
Super expensive.
Yeah.
And I had a friend that got it for her farm but hadn't installed it yet, so I went over there and checked it out. It's really cool looking.
Yeah.
And the idea behind it is, of course, that it holds the rock in place, so it's not shifting and moving, which I do love.
Yeah, because that's a problem.
Right.
Yes, yes.
So what we ended up doing was we scraped the dirt down to like a solid base. We put geotextile fabric on top of that, which just is a flat layer to keep the mud from coming up into the rock. Then we put down, oh yeah?
Apparently Ronald approves.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah, he likes it. Then we put down pit gravel
Okay.
and we rolled it. So we compacted it so they couldn't just step through it. So that I think is the key, where if you don't have like a light hoof material to hold it in place,
Right.
but you compact it down, it almost, I don't want to say becomes like concrete because it still has some give to it, but a lot more than if you didn't.
It's the same process I think that you go through with the riding arena. Like
Yeah.
with screenings, you have to let the base layer get
Yep.
hard, and it might not be what you want initially, but it's like the future.
Yeah.
Right, totally, right.
Right.
You have to.
See, I'm impatient though. I'm renting the roller.
Oh.
That asphalt roller.
I've done that.
Oh, I
yes.
love that thing. That is my new favorite toy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What do you imagine? You know, like Wile E. Coyote there? Is
I
it
just
running
imagine
over?
flat ground, right? I'm flattening. You know, like when you vacuum and you get the lines.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So satisfying.
It
Same
is.
thing on that roller. I'm like,
It is.
you can see right where I went, and this is really flat, and this is about to be, and then this is about
It
to
is
be.
instant gratification.
And I'm just
Same with
thinking,
mowing
no
grass.
less. Yeah,
Yeah.
The same way
Right?
with that. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
totally.
Yep.
My husband's
Yeah,
like, I'll
you-
do that. I'm like, I like it.
You are not taking this from me.
Well, I'm not allowed to mow grass. Mark got like this NASCAR mower. I don't even know, a Toro something, but it's
Oh, like
zero
a zero
turn,
turn.
super
Yeah.
fast. He flies.
Oh,
He
yeah.
does.
What used to take 2 days, he's done in like 4 hours.
That's
Wow.
we did that. for
Yeah.
our farm. Yeah, it made a huge difference.
Yeah, he
Huge
will not
difference.
share. I'm like, should we show Angel how to use it? He's like,
No way.
do you want to show me?
Someday.
Maybe later.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, I get tired of doing it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He doesn't want to share his toys. I'll share my mud and horse shit.
There you go.
You know,
Funny how he doesn't want
share the
to
lawnmower.
like trade.
What are you gonna do?